Just doing some more testing with this prototype Darfon load direct grid tie inverter that I got some months ago, and then been too busy to really do a lot of testing until now. Just have it hooked up to one of my 230 watt Eco Solargy modules. Doing a little bit of load testing with this battery charger, and it's not happy. Although it'll run resistive loads like this lamp. This is only 60 watts. Yes, it's a 60 PS25. But resistive loads, it runs no problem. But there it is under no load, and waveform is not happy. That fairly big hitch at zero crossing. But if I put a load on it, it's outputting, you know, relatively clean, at least what I can tell with this multimeter, sinusoidal waveform. But put a switching load on it, and it goes shonky again. And you look at the charger, nothing. This overheat thing. Flashes green for a bit. Battery says it's getting charged, and then it shuts down again. And there. Yeah, waveform is not happy. So, looks like this inverter will run things like lights and stuff directly, as long as it doesn't have a too complicated a switching supply, so things like incandescent, maybe compact fluorescent, that I'm going to check in a bit. But switching power supply battery chargers, not happy, even when the module is more than capable of putting out enough power. And there's the lamp, kind of pulsing every few seconds. And with the compact fluorescent lamp added to the incandescent load, is distorting the waveform a bit from the reservoir capacitor inside the lamp, but it is working. See, there's the lamp operating as normal, and it's outputting 114 volts, 59.9 cycles per second, 24 volts peak to peak, you know, fairly typical. So yeah, should you come across one of these Darfon inverters, it is limited in what it can run. Like switching loads are out, but lighting, you know, it'll work. As long as it's something like a lamp which operates directly on 120 volts, doesn't use an intermediate switching power supply, because then it may get a bit angry. But yeah, these inverters are usually intended for things like heating loads, so why they go to all the trouble for it to produce a relatively clean sinusoidal waveform when it gets angry under certain loads, I don't know. Maybe just, you know, potential rise time effects for switches and what have you. Because possible arcing issues for really steep curves from something like a square wave waveform. Or steep potential changes. And as a last check with just the compact fluorescent lamp, no incandescent. Yeah, 72, 73 volts, and fairly unhappy waveform there. Now, turn the lamp incandescent back on, and there we go. Pick up to 117 volts. See, lamp off. Frumpy square wave-ish waveform, incandescent. Yeah, so it seems to be load dependent, and also depending on having a fairly, you know, the bulk of the load impedance be just straight up resistive, because electronic loads act weird on this thing. So again, you come across one of these prototype Darfons, very limited in what they can run.